Hmm. Was it common to have chimneys going on? Oh, well, not chimneys going on, but active fires in rooms that you weren't in. I can understand preparing a fire like an hour or so before you go to bed to actually heat up the bedroom and your sleeping area. But did they really keep fires stoked and going throughout the entire day? Well, at least I can open my casebook between the, Oh, nice. You see, now this is actually very useful in case I miss something that they mentioned that before too. Nope, I have no emails. Hello,
Mr.
constable.
Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
But I wanted to talk to the constable. Got a couple pumpkins. That looks like a cabbage. Couple cabbages. Wait, what's that? Concentrate. Huh. Hold on a sec, folks. Oh, I don't have to hold it, I can just press it? Oh, okay, nice. Okay, I originally clipped what I was watching so I could see what it said. So footprints. Looks like a feather.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Well, do they match the shoes of the constable next to you?
Mr. Holmes?
And open the door. I like to be in third person when I'm out in an area, like far away. I'm walking through the crime scene. I'm a bad Sherlock Holmes. Well, ooh.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Yet I can't walk through it. That makes a whole lot of sense. Nice little aqueduct. Where's the river? No river, just a water pump?
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Anything unusual
Madam,
that night?
can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
So he was a drunkard. When was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open. but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Okay, if he took care of himself... Do you have any visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here after his retirement.
Evening before the
Can
murder.
you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
So, she's very religious.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Oh, I did not even know that. Choose the evidence that confronts a statement of the character in order to continue the investigation. How do you know about Plymouth? Profile the victim. Well-kept garden. Pilgrimage. Unidentified photograph. The pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Really good detail in the eyes.
Thank you, madam.
Like, I really like their detail to that. Judith is from the country somewhere, near the ancient pine woods of Inverness and Strathspey in Scotland. If you are watching this and you're from those places, if they are still technically places, I apologize for butchering their names. I'm just a not well-read person, I guess. Well, I am well-read. It's just I don't know the actual names of these places, nor how they are vernacularly pronounced. God, I can't talk today again. Where the crested... Everyone, be adult about this. No snickering at what I'm about to say. Where the crested tit bird can be found. She's religious and undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage to the Cathedral de Santiago de Compostela when she was a young woman.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Constable? Ooh, what was that? Oh, I think it was just the garden being highlighted. Oh, yeah, I can. This seems like a lot of water to be left. What'd they do? Just fill this up and then individually water each plant? No irrigation system? Well, okay, I know that's technically an irrigation system. I mean, for the plants. is there a boat here? I mean, is it just decoration? Yeah, I know he's a sailor and all, but would you just have a boat around?
Mr. Holmes?
And how would... Well, actually, you know what? Let's look at this as a detective. Actually, I'm glad we are. Is that blood? Oh, I really wish there was a way to zoom in even further. That looks like blood. I know that's a leaf, but right there, it looks like 2 drops of blood. Could be just like an, not an animation error, but a,
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin.
just the, texture of the tarp.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure
Oh.
that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Oh, oh, okay, I see.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Honestly, if he wanted to get... Okay, he obviously wanted to get into the building unnoticed, because you don't need a tool, well, a difficult tool, to break a window. So he wanted to get in and get out unnoticed, but he couldn't.
What a terrible way to die.
Note to self, should probably label this as mature.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Now, people might not like that this man was a whale hunter, but I view it this way. Yes, it's a intelligent creature and all that, but times were different back then. What is acceptable now and then are 2 different things.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
See, this is what I mean. I actually really like having a first-person view in here, since having this, like, really blocks your perception. Got some boots.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Wonder if they match the... No, they were very large.
Old
Can I keep the
navigation
compass?
instruments, nothing
That looks
interesting.
nice. Oh, I didn't realize it was done.